I friggin' drank a whole friggin' monster. Now I'm gonna get friggin' wiggity wicked.
We get friggin' ball cancel now.
That's friggin' literally friggin'. I literally friggin' have testicular cancer. I friggin' literally.
I literally have friggin' testicular cancer.
I friggin' literally sit on my friggin' balls every friggin' time I friggin' sit down.
It's not even a song. You just
Friggin' 121 gun.
Way up your arms.
Way up your arms.
This is a heist.
You and I. No. Is that unusual to be gay with anyone?
I hate you.
I'm not.
He's like, I don't know how to not make it gay, Kyle.
I'm not a fucking artist. This episode is sponsored by.
This episode is sponsored by Green Shoes.
Oh,
Green Shoes will definitely not give you cancer.
Definitely won't make your dick fall off. Another sponsor of this is Full Throttle. Full Throttle. Or what your stepdad drinks before he beats me.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yes, and true.
Welcome to episode 34 of the Riff Ranch.
34 of the Riff Ranch.
34 of the Riff Ranch. I have a story to tell right off the bat. Wait, was that the end of that bit? You had something you wanted to say about Full Throttle?
No, that was it. That was just.
That was the bit. That was.
Yeah, my sister beat me. You didn't Full Throttle. That's what the bit was.
Jesus Christ!
It's unusual to be loved by anyone.
We were hitting it at the same time, in case you couldn't tell. Let me try to get this closer to Nut Button so they can hear him better. Anyway, like, oh Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, I had a story to tell. Man, I wish I wasn't so jittery now.
We're gacked out of our minds here on the fucking Riff Ranch.
Gacked out of my mind. I killed a whole fucking monster before we started the podcast.
Dude, can I just say something?
What's up?
Well, at the top of the pod, I just want you to know. I have not turned any of this stuff on. I was just really, I didn't realize it.
We're 3 minutes into the podcast. Off the top of the podcast, I want you to know, I didn't turn anything on. Everything we're doing is just from, well, we could have been using fucking background noise that whole time in all of those bits. And like, oh man, Nut Button just spoils us.
Yeah, after I pressed that button a couple times, I looked and I was like, oh shit.
I need some water or something.
Are you for real jittery as fuck?
I'm like a little bit jittery. Like my script.
Hit some wheat?
No. It might kill me. I have a fucking stroke if I do some wheat.
Yeah.
I did. What?
You said? You had a story.
I had a bit of a story to tell on the podcast. So I'm trying to think of how to start it though. Well, maybe at the beginning, right?
Yeah. It's usually the best way to start a story.
It's usually the best way to start a story. So I was in high school and I go throughout my day, whatever, it's going as normal. And I get to the lunchroom that day and there's a new kid there and I'm making friends with this new kid. And he's like, oh, we're talking or whatever. He's like, let me get your number. And I give him my number and he sends me a dick pic. And then...
Wait, what? Wait, back up. I might have blacked out.
No.
So, wait, what was this?
I said high school.
Okay. I tuned that part out because all I heard was a picture of a penis, and
Oh, you thought I went to lunch? And
I thought it was like
today. No.
I was like, damn, bro, who the fuck is in?
So he sends me a dick pic, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And I get home that day, and my mom's like, hey, sweetie, how was your day? And I'm like, you'll never believe this, Mom. I made a new friend, And I'm like, and he sent me a dick pic. And she's like, what? No. She's like, no, you can't. Yeah, what the fuck? She takes my phone away, and she's like, no more dick pics for you. That's not fucking flying. Like, that's gay, kid. So I get to school the next day, and I see my friend. And he's like, hey, "Do you like what you saw last night?" And I was like, "No, my mom took my fucking phone." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry, fam, I got you." And he pulls out his wallet and pulls out a printout picture of his dick.
Wait, is this like actual? Is this totally truthful?
Hang on, I'm getting to that. Okay, so then it's like fucking later that day, my mom's like, "How was your day, sweetie?" And I was like, "It's good." And she's like, "What's that you got in your hand?" I was like, "Don't worry about it." And then she takes it from me, sees the printout picture of the dick, and was like, "What the fuck is going on here? This is fucking crazy." And then rips up my dick pic, and I'm like, "No!" And then like I go to my room, and I'm just laying there like, "Fuck, man." And then I hear a knock at my window that night, and I'm like, "Who is that?" It's my friend from high school. And he's like, "I know what happened. Don't worry. I got you, man." And pulls out a manila envelope just full of dick pics. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I have a file of dick pics now. Are you kidding me?" And I'm just like looking through them, happy as could be. And then my mom walks into my room and she's like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? What is happening right now?" It's like the scene from Harry Potter where the letters are just fucking coming into the house. And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" And she tears up, she puts them all in the fucking shredder. And then later that night, I hear music coming out from the street, and I look outside, and it's my friend. He's at his car. I jump out the window and I run over to his car. I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he opens up, he pops his trunk, and it's just full of fucking dick pics all over the fucking trunk. And my mom says something, and she's like, "Okay, this has got to fucking stop. Like, this cannot fucking keep going." And I was like, No, Mom, you don't understand." And so now I'm grounded. I'm stuck in my room. My fucking windows are barred, and like fucking I'm locked inside of my room. When all of a sudden, my friend, the good friend that he is, projects his fucking dick into the sky using a projection light.
So I can project it onto the neighbor's house so I can see it in my bedroom.
In case you couldn't tell, that's not real.
I was like,
You said, "Is this a real story?" When I said he handed me a printout picture of his dick.
I was like, "And you took it?" And you say, "I was it." Make fun of me. You fucking carry around Polaroid.
Oh man, that's so funny. That's a story I stole. Like, I stole the premise of that story from someone I used to watch on YouTube.
This is so funny. He proceeds to fucking. He's like, "Oh man, he goes, you like what you see?" "Oh yeah, no, bro. I lost my. You got my fucking phone taken away."
He's like, "Don't worry, I got you, fam." Pulls out his wallet. Had it on hand.
Yeah, I pulled a picture of his penis. I was reluctant.
I told Bella this whole story yesterday morning and was like, I'm trying to think of how to tell. I've thought of this really funny story. I'm trying to think of how to tell Bailey it without laughing, and I want him to think it's a real story.
He really did. Then you said that, and then you said something about him coming up to, and I was like,
He's like, he found out where Bella said that. I told Bella that whole story, and all she said, I was like, "So what do you think?" And she was like, "The only part I'm worried about is how the fuck did he figure out where you live?" She's worried about the continuity of the story.
"Don't worry about the canon aspects of it. Just know that I have numerous pictures of this guy."
I just have numerous pictures of this child's penis. Woo! 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 Are you an owl?
I just wanted it to seem like I was broken for a second. See,
that was a good story. That was almost 10 minutes of the podcast. Hell yeah. You got a story? You got a story similar? I'm sure you have a similar story that you can tell.
Are you fucking high right now? Do you have a story? You have a similar story. I bet you do have a similar story. Come up with something.
Really, I drank a monster before we did this episode.
Fucking Christ, dude.
I need to punch a fucking wall.
Where's my baby mama? How can I hit her?
Oh my God. That's awful.
I wanted to say this. I'm a little geeked up too from drinking this mine.
Yeah, we're drinking a fucking full throttle. That's what children with.
This is why my stepdad used to hit me. He's jacked up all the time.
He's like, couldn't help it. He's like, "Oh."
Well, Ethan used to mix this dude's medicine out. Like,
No.
He used to mix up the dude's medicine. So he'd take it. He thought it would kill him, I think.
He thought it would kill
I think that's what was going in his mind. Is that he thought it was
He's like, if he takes this in the wrong order, he'll die.
yeah. but he just like, and Ethan was stealing his Adderall.
Hell yeah.
But Ethan was like maybe 13 or anything.
Hell yeah.
Stealing his Adderall.
Not good at all, but like.
And he goes, and he told me at one point, we can have him on a podcast maybe one time and have him talk about some of these stories. But I remember he used to take Adderall.
Yeah.
Or like a similar thing to that.
Like the generic?
I think so. And he would take the stuff out, fill it up with sugar, and he would sell it to my friends.
He would put sugar pills in there?
Basically, yeah.
Oh.
He was like every night. He was like, the first couple be fine, and then once you bought more than 3 or 4, I fill the bitches up with the shit, and I keep the medicine. And I said, why'd you keep the medicine? And he's like, in case I needed it. Loose fucking Adderall balls, Adderall pebbles.
Fill Adderall pebbles?
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Just like fucking, and he saved it up. But he got rid of it. I was like, fucking.
He got rid of it because he started sucking dick.
I know. Just imagine, like, he's like, oh, just sprinkles a little bit in his mouth before he goes to school. Kids would be.
I thought you were gonna start making up some stories like me.
Oh no, this is actually.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Say the difference is my crazy story happened to most of the time.
Most of the time, the real.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh, did you just hurt yourself on the podcast? Live on the podcast?
So at work the other day, I work in the kitchen, so the ice machine was working, so we had to get ice on the fucking. I'm geeked out of my gourd, bro.
Dude, me too.
Jacked up off this Mountain Dew.
I just told an insane story about me getting dick.
And he said it so fast.
Wait, did I really?
Yeah, you kept speeding up with it, and I was like, okay, it was definitely a bit now. It's just trying to get past it. But it's like
I wasn't trying to say.
Like,
It took us almost 10 minutes to get to this.
I was like, damn, this is getting what's gonna happen. And then he projected the dick on us. That was actually really good. You really did have me at the beginning. I was gonna spend some of this time talking about Warren Jeffs and that whole thing, but I think I might have to save that.
Why? I think that would.
Well,
We can talk. Let's talk about.
onto it because I hadn't really finished writing about a lot of the stuff I was going to.
Let's talk about not necessarily analog stuff, but we can talk about like some crazy Reddit stuff or analog stuff on the next episode. Yeah, and you could do.
Listened to one the other day.
You can do. You can look into some. Fuck, I can't even talk. I'm so fucking geeked up. You can look into some stuff and we'll check it out. Good talk,
Dude. I'm trying to get pushes a fucking better, dude.
Yeah, but not on the fucking podcast while you're at work. God damn it. We're trying to make money here, you fat fuck. No woman will love you when you're broke.
They might.
They might.
I've had a couple love me when I was broke.
Any woman. She's screaming for help.
That's what Kyle's girlfriend Bella in the background outside the office. I'm talking about. Oh well, some of my girls.
She's talking to Zoe and she's.
It's okay, baby girl. Cracker home.
Oh my God.
What are you saying to me? Oh, that is bright as hell.
It is bright as hell.
So Chris Pratt, not Pratt. But they did say that they are working on the Star-Lord movie.
Oh, are they? Is he playing Star-Lord?
Yeah.
Oh. They're not getting a different Star-Lord?
To reprise the role. Well, if it's not him, then it better be a black dude.
Well, there's multiple Star-Lords in the comics. That's why I was saying. They were saying Chris Pratt said he didn't want to play Star-Lord again unless James Gunn was going to do it. And James Gunn said after Guardians 3, he was done and he was just going to do the DC shit. So I don't think.
Oh, so he's going to stick with. You think he's going to stick with James Gunn and
I almost said Star-Lord.
he basically is Star-Lord.
Chris Pratt said that he didn't want to play Star-Lord unless James Gunn was going to be attached to the project. So I don't think he's going to play Star-Lord in the Star-Lord movie. But there are multiple Star-Lords in the comics, so the Star-Lord movie is more than likely going to be another version of the character, like someone else taking on the mantle.
I think of Star-Lord more like
if Chris Pratt is in the movie, he might be in it for like the first little bit of it to like pass on the mantle.
It might just recap like where he is on Earth at that time or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think of the mantle of Star-Lord as more like the Dread Pirate Roberts. from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
It's more like that thing, how like you kind of like, I mean, well, all superheroes.
It's weird because like a lot of superheroes like pass down their mantle or whatever. You never think of like Star-Lord as like one that passes down his mantle because like for the most part in the comics, like Peter Quill is Star-Lord for like most of the time in the comics.
Which is, I mean, fucking, it's fine by me. Pimp.
It was fine by me.
I tell you what, excuse me, one thing I am worried about is if they are going to continue some type of Guardians-esque storyline, even though, like, even if it's a different Star-Lord, it wouldn't need to directly be connected to the Guardians of the Galaxy per se, but he is a cosmic hero.
Yeah.
Not a hero with the power of cosmic per se, but you know what I'm saying, like cosmic hero. Look at us, we're geeked out now. We're both sounding. But I think the vibe of the movie.
I think I've never sounded more like you on the podcast, and I think you've never sounded more like me. And it's because we're both geeked out.
Yeah, I'm right where I need to be. This is my happy spot, is geeked up. But I think it would, the vibe and the tone of the movie would probably be. I feel like that they would mimic what James Gunn did with the Guardians movies, but then again, that in itself would totally ruin.
I think if they were going to do it right, obviously Star-Lord would have to be gay.
And Star-Lord would have to be
homosexual. And Matt Berry would play him.
Matthew Berry.
If any white man were to play Star-Lord, it would be Matthew Berry.
Fucking, I would. Have you heard the news?
What's the news?
Good news.
That Matt Berry's playing Star-Lord?
He is.
He is, okay. I thought he was gonna play Galactus, the new Fantastic Four. Oh, he's gonna be the Thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
He actually is. He got casted for the Thing, which is like crazy. That's a weird thing, right? Watch out for me! I am the Thing. Excuse me when I come.
Excuse me. Fuck out of my way.
Fuck out of my way. I'm big and I'm orange. And I am rock hard.
I'm rock hard all the time. And I'm in love with a black woman who is blind.
This is 2004. 2004 Fox Fantastic Four.
And I'm in love with a black woman who is blind. She has the biggest afro, biggest bush you've ever seen.
Biggest front butt afro.
The biggest fucking butt. Oh my god.
Some would say I have jungle fever.
But I am a rock man, you see.
Edit that part out.
I think it was funny.
They say I had his exotic an American black woman. It is just like, it is fucking. Never mind. This just like some lady he met on Bacon out. She's an industrial.
She's black and blind, you see, and she does not realize I am a rock man. She just thinks my cock is always rock hard.
She just thinks I subscribe to Green Tube. That's so funny. I honestly forgot all about Green Tube. That was a good
that was a good bit. And Nut Button, yes.
It's crazy how we had Matt Berry on twice.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I feel like really gagged from this fucking shit.
I was trying to think of some more stuff to lie about.
Oh. Ever tell you about that time I was a teacher?
You were a teacher? A sub? For?
No, I'm a dom.
Oh. What?
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 Well, so what?
A sub? Like a substitute teacher?
You
You said, no, I'm a dom.
I'm a dommy bombing.
That's so funny. That's funnier than whatever bit you were about to say. Did I ever tell you when I was a teacher? Oh, were you a sub? No, I'm a dom. Anyway, what was your bit? You're a substitute.
It was my first day. It was my first day as a teacher, not a sub.
You weren't a substitute teacher?
No, I was a regular teacher.
You went to school and everything? You don't.
I got my degree online.
That sounds about right. Okay.
It usually takes about 4, but with the right website, you can get it in like kind of.
He's like, I got it in an afternoon. If you believe it.
And it took me like 2 weeks to find the link, and then maybe another week to find somebody's printer to use, and then boom, I was a teacher. But see,
So in under a month, I had it. Like,
I wanted to teach in inner city schools, the troubled youth, and so I go for a job interview.
okay.
And it was weird because the school didn't really look like a school. It was more like a castle of sorts.
The castle of
Yeah, let's say like a Gothic-esque castle, like almost like a European-esque.
like someone Matthew Barry would teach.
Yeah, like a almost cathedral-esque castle, right?
Okay.
And I go in, and I'm dressed in like my teacher attire.
Okay.
I have my Apple pens in my pocket, books.
You came in with an apple. The kids didn't bring you an apple.
I brought my own apple.
That's so sad.
I brought my own apple. And come to find out, I mean, I talked to the teacher's assistant, and
There's a teacher. You had a class with the teacher's assistant?
yeah.
Oh, you were teaching them retards. I know. It's okay. I can say that. I had those classes.
They tied me up, and
They tied you up?
They stripped me down.
What?
They tied me up.
Rewind. Did I miss something?
And it turns out, it turns out that I went to one of those crazy BDSM castles. I thought it was a job. They thought I was shooting a
porno where you were
a porn shoot
where you were
Where I was
pretending to be.
where I was the teacher. But no, I really am a teacher though. But it was like my first day of being a teacher. Wasn't.
You got this degree from this school, and that's why it took a day to get his.
Yeah, and I had to and then made me sit in on the class. That's why I was there. I was going to sit in on the class, and then they basically had somebody sit on me.
Long story short,
I was like I was waterboarded, all kind of weird shit. So long story, I haven't
by a 6-foot tall black woman.
a black man.
Oh,
That was the worst part.
well, that is the worst.
You know, I don't know how dope.
I'm a good guesser. I was close. I was at his.
Yeah, you knew there was black.
You know there was black skin in there.
Oh my god.
You knew there was skin in the game.
You know, skin on skin contact. But yeah, so I was there, and so that's why I'm not a teacher now. Yeah, I've been traumatized. I realize now that really wasn't a
How
school.
teaching goes.
And that's not how teaching goes.
Yeah.
And even during the act, I was thinking this isn't how I remember high school.
I don't remember sitting on the teacher's face.
I don't remember sitting on a teacher's face. I don't remember any naked dude in the classroom at all. I don't think. Anyway, so yeah.
Really, I was in a class like strictly naked.
Oh, you had to be naked in class?
Yeah. Like for those of you who don't remember, when we took health, and they separated the boys and the girls for sex ed. And I don't know what they did in the girls' class. I never got to participate in that. But in the boys' class, we all had to strip down naked. Did they make you do that? Like that definitely happened to me in health class. We all had to strip down naked, and then we learned about sex ed, and we all.
Yeah, but I was nervous to do it, so the teacher said that I could come do it after class, and then he gave me the full examination.
The full. Did they check for scoliosis?
Is that the thing where they put?
Is that the thing where they put the finger in your ass?
I mean, it was. I hope it was.
I hope it was a finger.
I hope it was a finger.
Yeah, no, that is the thing where they put the finger in your ass. Yeah.
Damn, I think I got the wrong test. I do remember when I took my.
He's like, they did not put a finger in my ass. I don't think I got checked for scoliosis. They put something else in my ass. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I think they were testing my colon. Like prostate. Anyway, I remember when I was taking my physical for football. I played football. I was a pro football player.
You were a pro football player?
No, this is high school
football. I was going to say Travis Kelce in the room.
Anyway, so.
Which is funny because you have fucked Taylor Swift. And you were a pro football player.
I also won the Super Bowl one year.
Yeah. He has the ring to prove it.
Well, I sold it for crack. I sold it for drugs. So
Yeah.
but yeah, and I remember that like I was supposed to go to the physical or whatever, but I was sitting alone at the house and I was like, fine, I'm gonna crank me out one real quick before I go out for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Crank you out one?
Yeah, crank me out.
Okay, yeah. He's talking about beating off everyone.
And then yeah, like I go to we're there, and then I thought like doctor was gonna be like, all right, I'll tell you, read my thing, whatever. I didn't know I was gonna have to pull my nuts out and like he's gonna have to poke me and I want to cough.
Yeah.
And there's like just like obviously just got done jerking off dick. It's like
just semen all over your underwear.
now, ladies and gentlemen, figure out which one of these stories is real and we'll give you $20.
1 out of the 3 stories Bailey just told is real. Figure it out, and we will cash out.
Oh, it's 2, and I got a third one.
Oh, you got a third one?
Yeah. At the time I got drunk with it.
Well, now they're gonna know one of the first 2 are real. he's like both of those were real, and I gotta tell a real story now. Everyone's gonna guess the first 2 because we said that, but like it's actually gonna be the third one.
I got fucked up with an NFL player one time.
Oh yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no real shit. Are you being serious?
Yeah, this Nathan. I don't want to put out his last name, but Nathan. He used to play for Clemson back in the day. Actually, I remember playing NCAA 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
And
I do not remember this motherfucker's name. I'll say I met him at KSU. He's a tall black dude. And don't remember that.
I played for the Baltimore Ravens.
I was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you do, brother.
No, somebody told me he played I don't remember who he was playing for, but we drank with him. I know that much.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I actually know. I went to so he didn't play professionally, I guess, but he played college basketball. It was a dude that I did marketing with. His name was Marcus. Shout out to you, Marcus. He went to play for Alabama.
Oh word.
Yeah.
What's that?
He got signed on fucking I don't know if he got like fully paid scholarship and all that, but shout out to you, Marcus. He'll never fucking listen to this, but he went to go play for Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
I just fucking kick ass. I love that shit.
Yep.
I love that shit.
I love that
A couple of guys want to go play for like college, like a couple.
This dude had some
shit like that.
This dude had some crazy beliefs. When we're talking about like, I just shouted out his name. Maybe I shouldn't. Fuck, he's never gonna listen to this. No, this dude had some crazy beliefs. He would say things like, I don't know, very like misogynistic and would like objectify women really badly. And like every time he like, we're sitting here marketing, we're trying to get people signed on to like what the fuck we're trying to sell, right? And like he's just like trying to get bitches numbers. That's what he's out here doing. Like he's fucking.
He's like, hey, if y'all didn't know, you treat them like objects, and that's how they gonna act as an object.
And he was like,
you personify the object you want them to be played.
and we would do like we were doing marketing for like a fun run thing before, right? And all of these people were like running 10Ks and like coming to the end, and he's hitting on all these like fucking nilfs that are like coming to the end of the 10K.
Hey, what's up?
And he's like, he leans over to me and he's like, they don't really come here to run or fucking do none of that charity shit. They're just like out here trying to be seen with their titties out, basically. And like he would say, he genuinely believed these things he's saying. Like this is how he thought. Like it sounds like I'm doing a fucking bit, but I'm not. I swear to God.
Story young blood. He's 3 years younger than you. Story young blood. These women, no women exercise. Why the fuck would a woman want to exercise? They ain't out here trying to get their titties and shit looked at. That's all they dead out here looking for dick.
He dead ass
give it to them, whether they ask for it or not. You feel me?
He dead ass told me one time. He was talking about going to the gym and working out because he's not a professional basketball player, but he played for Alabama after we were done doing marketing. So he played basketball a lot. He was always working out, and he told me that he sees all these women at the gym, and he's talking to me about these women that he sees at the gym, and he's like, "Well, like women don't go to the gym to work out. They just go there to be seen. Like
they pussy pop.
They just try to get their pussy popped. Yeah, exactly. And this is like something he genuinely thought. Like no woman goes to the gym to like better themselves. They're just there trying to get their asses seen, basically. Yeah.
That's one thing I'm actually scared of when it comes to going to the gym, because I know I'm like a fat, greasy.
My first thought was like, no woman wants like I would say 9 out of 10 women don't want you to look at their ass while they're at the fucking gym.
Yeah.
Like,
Say like maybe like they're like, oh, like I'm like, ew, this dude's fucking staring at me like I'm a piece of meat, but also they're probably like, hell yeah, I'm a piece of meat. But it's also like nobody wants to just get stared at and like ruled over while they're just trying to like exercise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I feel like a woman should be able to go to the gym and look as bad as she would like to be and not be like objectified. But then again, I'm all naked and
I like to go to the gym, or when I did go to the gym all the fucking time, I would go to the gym in the middle of the night when no one else was there, because
that's when I would want to go.
I hate working
Go
out.
to the gym.
I hate working out around other people.
Yeah.
Like, or like, I hate when I'm in the middle of like doing like a superset or something, which is like when you're bouncing between like 3 machines and doing one set, then one set, then one set. And like, I hate when I'm like doing a superset or something, and then like somebody takes one of the machines I'm using, and I'm like, fuck, you just like fucked up my whole groove. And it's like, that's why I hate working out around other people. That's like the biggest reason.
Mm-hmm. I think like that's another reason why I would want to. I was hesitant on getting
My mom
membership.
My mom wants me to get a gym membership with her at Planet Fitness so bad. And I was like, they're not 24/7 and they don't have freeform weights. All of their weights are connected to the machine. And she's like, that's not true. They have freeform weights. And I was like, they have freeform weights, but like what is it called? The machine when you're benching, like they don't have a bench press that isn't connected to the machine. Like they own all of the bars for their bench press are like on the machine. So like you have to lift. It's weird as fuck. But, and then I was telling her, and she's like, and they are 24/7. I was like, no, they're 24/7 Monday through Friday. What if I want to go on a fucking Saturday night? Like, I can't go to the fucking gym. Gonna ruin my whole fucking schedule just because they don't want to be 24/7 on the weekends. And I also don't think they're 24/7 anymore.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So I want to, anyway, whole point of this is that I used to work out at 24/7 Fitness, or work out anytime, whatever the fuck it's called. And that's where I want to get a gym membership again, because I just want to go somewhere that's open all the fucking time, and I could just.
I would like to go 20. That's what I heard. 24/7 Fitness.
Yeah,
it was nice, but that's like. I'm worried about the annual fees.
The annual fees? It's like $10 a month.
Yeah, but the annual.
The annual.
Because you hit with the annual fee once.
They hit you with one annual fee?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, every place says that.
I didn't know that.
Like, Planet Fitness is like $80, $50 to $80.
You know, on the mention of it, you know, Crunch up there in Hiram, when Crunch first opened up, the first 500 people that gave them their email and signed up got $1 gym memberships every month for the rest of your life. Derek was one of the first 500 people to sign up for Crunch. Yeah, Derek has a $1 gym member. I think he still does, but he told me that he had a $1 gym membership to Crunch. And I'm pretty sure he goes to Planet Fitness now.
Yeah.
I was just
about to say that motherfucker goes Planet Fitness.
Motherfucker, I hate Planet Fitness with a burning passion. I think it's the worst gym.
I just want to go somewhere where I can feel comfortable. I want to be able to.
I want
to be able to be able to make noise. Like if I'm lifting up weights,
yeah.
Like I want to be able to grunt or make noise. I want to be able to maybe record myself if I'd like to.
Yeah.
Or like be on the phone, because you're not allowed to be on your phone. You can't make noises while you lift. You can't drop the weights. You can't fucking have your bag out.
I do all of that shit.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to and I also
that's why I go to work out anytime, because I want to work out the way I want to work out.
Yeah, and I don't want some lady doing shit, even if she does look bad, and I might take a peek at your ass a little bit. That's just me as a piece of shit dude. But like, I'm not gonna sit there and stare, and I don't want somebody to assume that I'm sitting there staring at them.
Yeah,
and me get kicked because you just feel weird that I'm in there. It's just like this fat dude, like, and it's like, and I feel fucking, and of course I'm gonna keep looking around at like the people who are around me. I'm fucking anxious as fuck in public. I'm fat as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm working out. I'm thinking that y'all are judging me, and then over here I get kicked out to fucking Planet Fitness and fucking fan because this lady thinks I'm looking at her butt because her pussy's so fat I can see it from the back. That's not a real scenario that happened. But
I had
in my mind, my anxiety makes me.
The last
that's
time
like an excuse that I use for not getting a gym membership. There's no actual really basis behind it. It's just how I work it up.
The last time I had a friend tell me we should get gym memberships together, I was working at Buffalo's, and my boy Caesar was telling me we need to get a gym membership or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, fucking, you don't have a car, but I'll fucking take you if we can fucking use your fucking visitor's pass whenever we go or whatever. And he was like, cool, I want to go to Crunch. And I was like, don't go to fucking Crunch. He was like, why not? He's like, it's on and popping at Crunch. That's where all my boys go or whatever. I was like, exactly. I don't want to go where there's going to be fucking hundreds of people. Like, the first couple of months that Crunch opened, the parking lot was literally full. Like, you couldn't find a parking spot, like, every single day for, like, the first couple of months at least. And I was like, why would you want to go to Crunch when we can't even find parking? If we can't find parking, how the fuck are we going to find a machine in that building? The building's smaller than the parking lot. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's like, I just don't want to go work out around people.
Yeah.
And I was like,
sit there and be judged by somebody come up and be like, oh, no.
Another reason I hate Planet Fitness is that's where, like, everyone, like, every time I've ever gone to Planet Fitness, I've seen someone that I knew from high school in there. And it's like, I don't want to sit there and catch up with someone I knew from high school every time.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
I run a shitty podcast with my friend.
This
is him.
This is him.
This is him.
He's fat. So
they're like, no wonder y'all are at the gym.
yeah. It's like the same really for me. It's for him.
No, but like that's another reason I don't want to go to Planet Fitness is because every time I go in there, I see someone I know, and I'm like, I don't want to sit here and talk to you.
I mean, I want to go somewhere where I can go directly when I get off of work, and I work at night, so like, I want to directly get on work. I want to directly get off of work. Maybe go. We'll probably go home and take a shower. So I was nasty on the machines, then to fucking do that.
I wish Workout Anytime was still right there. The Workout Anytime used to be like right across the street from Hiram Dentistry, like up the street from 278. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, at that light. Yeah, the Workout Anytime used to be right there. I don't know where there's not a Workout Anytime in Hiram anymore. Yeah, they closed that one down. I don't know where the nearest one is now, but yeah. The last time I was thinking about this yesterday, and the last time I really worked out, I told you that like I haven't really worked out since I was like 19 or 20, and I realized that I used to work out when I first started working at Buffalo's. Me and my boy, who's a raging alcoholic, he's the one that I told you wanted to get on the podcast, and he was like talking to the fucking 16-year-old or whatever. He got the 16-year-old's number or whatever. Anyway, so I used to work out. Me and him used to be boys when I worked at Buffalo's with him, and he would invite me over to his house because his stepdad was a bodybuilder, and he had a home gym in the garage, and like that's what we used to do.
It's just $30 a month for Workout Anytime right now.
Really?
$29.99 and a $50 and that says due today, no commitment.
No commitment. It sounds like
basic month to month is $22.99.
22. That's still a lot.
Yeah, still a lot. But I wanted
is that the black card member? That's the one that gets the massage and everything.
The premium MTM, yeah, free weight equipment, cardio equipment.
What's like the
hydro massage?
Happy ending hydro. The hydro massage is actually kick ass. If you do that,
what's the hydro massage?
It's this big ass machine. Basically, you put in your code or whatever, you start the machine, and you just lay that. There's a curtain, so it all goes black. Like you're in a completely pitch, like as black as it can possibly be room. And the hydro massage is like this giant massage bed thing, basically. But it's hydro, it's water that's massaging you, and it's fucking crazy. Like you don't get wet. It's like there's like a layer of cushioning between you and the water, but like the water's hitting so hard, you can feel it through the cushioning and shit, and it's like massaging you basically, and you can feel it spraying down like all. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. It's like
you have to do it in a dark room.
Yeah, the machine is in a pitch black room.
I'm fucking good on that.
You're good. Someone's just gonna fucking.
If I wanted to
no, the room is the size of the bed. It's like it's the size of a twin mattress. This massage thing is the size of a twin mattress, and the room is the same size as the massage thing. Like, so I say you sit down in this room, but it's literally like the size of this, like this table.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you lay down in a room that's like the size of this table, and like the whole room is basically the bed, and like it's a hydro massage thing basically.
That's tight. I mean, that's cool.
It's cool. I've only ever done it.
Is the fucking dark room.
I never paid for workout anytime. I used my friend's membership, and he was like, try out the hydro massage, and then like I got in there, and it's just fucking black. So it's only pitch black when you
fucking black in there.
Yeah, it's only pitch black when you close the curtain. Like, you can fucking leave the curtain open if you want, Bailey. But anyway,
okay, cool. Okay, that's what I was asking. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but I'm scared of the dark. I'm scared there's gonna be another man in there with me. And he's just gonna.
I was gonna say we're gonna fuck me up.
The water's gonna fuck you in your booty hole. Actually, that's how it works.
Dude, is it like a bidet?
Do I have to sit on a bidet?
But I would.
No, it's like if a bidet was like also a fireman's hose.
Bro, you have no idea. I wish I could pull my shower head down and spray my asshole.
It's like 10 of the bath shower heads.
Do you have you have a shower head where you pull it down?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I bet you'd be spraying your butthole all the time.
I actually have never done that, but I'm gonna have to try that after.
not like a sexual thing, but it's just like oh, clean, and then like
boom.
Oh, it's like a very but don't hit yourself in the balls.
You hit yourself in the balls, the rest of your day's ruined.
Yeah, the rest of your day's ruined.
I love how we just spent like 20 minutes on the podcast talking about working out.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm pissed.
Oh, I was telling a story. So I used to go work at his house. His dad or his stepdad was a bodybuilder. Huh? We're at 40 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
So Dylan's dad was a bodybuilder. He had a home gym in the garage or whatever, and he would invite me over after we were done with our shift at Buffalo's. This was the last time the last time I was consistently working out in my life. I was like 23, and we'd go over there and fucking lift weights and help you and I would just basically sit there and kick it with him for like 2 hours, and we would just be talking and fucking working out and fucking jump rope and like whatever you could do with fucking gym equipment, and fucking was on roids, which I didn't know at the time when we were working out. And like, because he was a little dude, he was like probably half my size, like real small. And he was like trying to get bigger, and I didn't know that when we were
doing anabolic steroids.
No, I've never
snorted like.
No,
I don't know if you snort steroids. I don't.
No,
that's the drug.
You take a needle and you put it in your ass. Well, ass cheek. I'm not gonna say like you obviously don't put it in your asshole, but like
in the muscular tissue.
Yeah, you put it in your ass cheek, and that's how you take steroids.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a big old needle. I'm a thick ass boy.
He's like.
I'm a thick bitch, bro. I'm gonna need a big ass needle for these motherfuckers.
Oh my god! Now that we're actually 40 minutes in, and like anybody I work with would not make it this far. My boss, I had the funniest fucking story to tell. My boss was telling us today, because we were doing the whole thing with the wood chipper and all that shit, and he was like, "You can't put any logs that have a diameter or circumference, whatever it is, that they can't be wider than 6 inches." And he's like, 6 inches is like about that. And like, clearly, you guys can't see it, obviously, fucking physical comedy or whatever. But he shows us like about 4 inches, and I was like, yeah, I bet you tell your wife that's 6 inches. Yeah. But obviously, there's a wood chipper. I don't think he didn't react to it at all. I think the wood chipper was going, and it was too loud, so he didn't react to it. But like, he did this and was like, yeah, like that's about 6 inches, and I was like, yeah, I guarantee you. That's what he tells his wife.
I don't know how long an iPhone 11 is.
I would say about 6-7 inches. What do you think?
Siri, how long is an iPhone 11? In inches.
What'd she give you? This is a boring part of the podcast. It's so quiet.
Yeah. Siri, how many inches long is an iPhone 11?
iPhone 15, how long are you in inches? Look at that. 6.12 inches. Look, my phone's so much better than yours.
It's like, I wish.
So wait, mine's 6.12 inches. Yours is about like a centimeter, maybe 2 centimeters off. So yours is about 6 inches.
And I know my dick is almost as long as my phone.
Same.
Mine hits at least the buttons. So I got that much dick.
I got that much dick and this much ball.
That much dick, and then my balls are about the width.
My balls are about like side by side the length of my
The finish of my nutsack probably takes up that much of the screen.
He's showing me the entire screen right now. You guys,
2/3 of the screen is my nuts.
are those your feet? I'm sorry. Fucking, we both got. We over here playing footsie because we both trying to have a foot rest. You can have it. It's yours. I'm up on the box now.
Oh, okay, there's two of them. Yeah, there's less.
Say less.
Dude, I can't wait till we make somebody sit on the box.
Sit on the box.
Hell yeah. We do have a third chair for guests.
Yeah, we have a third chair for guests now. I have a nice office chair, but no guests. You still work?
I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say, bro.
I had more to say about, but I forgot what I said and kind of cut. Roid rage story because I was saying. Yeah, I keep getting off the topic. See, this is why I can't fucking do energy drinks before I get on the podcast. I lose track of everything. Anyway, we'd be working at Buffalo's, and this is how I found out he was doing steroids. This motherfucker was mad as fuck for no reason. It's not like it was very busy. The servers weren't fucking up a bunch of tickets that night. Like, he was just mad as fuck for no reason, and he had to take it out. And I heard him go in the walk-in and just start beating the stainless steel fucking wall. Like, I could hear him beating it in there. And then he comes back and I was like, dude, you good? And he was like, Kyle, I'm doing steroids. And I was like, oh shit, that makes a lot of sense now. Like, yeah, that's how I found out what I
Like, you go in there behind him and you see like dents in the wall and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? Kyle, I've been doing steroids. Is that why you're limping? You've been beating your head like the wall?
He went in there and screamed in the walk-in one time. And then went into, so the freezer is right behind the line on Buffalo's. The walk-in is like off to the side of the line. He went in there and screamed in the walk-in one time. And then a different time, he went in there and screamed in the freezer. And was like, after he had screamed in both at two different points in time, he was like, which one was louder? I was like, the freezer. It's right behind, it's right behind the line. And he was like, oh, I thought it would be quieter because, like, you have to go through the walk-in to get to the freezer. And I was like, no, you are right next to us. Of course we're going to fucking hear you. Good times.
Good times, dude. I saw a girl. Andrew came walking in to the kitchen yesterday, and he's like, hey, there's a girl, you're tight, sitting by the bar at the table. I thought she was so-and-so. She's not, but she's definitely down your alley. You should go out there and say what's up. And my first thought when I shocked down the Red Bull with Chris because he was drunk. Yeah, and I was like, don't be a pussy, shotgun this Red Bull with me so you can drink.
Don't be a pussy.
Hey, so I'm geeked up, and I look at this motherfucker dead in the face. There's maybe 5 people in the whole bar. And I go loud as fuck, is she fat? What a piece of shit.
I was telling my mom the other day that you're a fucking hypocrite and that you won't date somebody who's fat. And she's like, why? And I was like, I honestly don't know. I think he's just like, I don't know. And she was like, I think Bailey's just secretly gay and wants any excuse not to fuck pussy.
I've had intercourse with bigger women before. What I'm telling you is, it's hard and very difficult to fuck when
it's hard to find their pussy.
It's hard to fuck a fat person when you're fat. Why the fuck is that so hard to comprehend? Sometimes I break down and I be wanting to bust a little chub up, but god damn it, my little chub can't beat to their little chub. You feel me?
You just need to go to the gym, get down to my weight, and you'll be good.
Yeah, dude, like this fupa apparently had 6.8 inches of dick.
Not this fupa.
Yeah, fat upper penis area.
Upper penis area.
My freaking upper penis area.
My freaking fat upper pussy area.
Better wait, because I'm freaking coming for your models. And I'm coming for your photos, and my fupa is gonna be on your
freaking fly. And I put the fupa on the forehead.
And I put that football on your forehead. And I'm gonna put that football on your forehead.
We did do a song for this one. You want to do a mind meld? We haven't done a mind meld in like
Baby
4
girl, let's clap our foofas. Baby girl, let's pop that shit.
Baby girl, I crack a monster and put that fupa on your forehead.
Baby, I crack a monster, pop it up in with my dick.
Then she called me a monster.
Then she called me a monster. It's like totally different songs.
Yeah.
Okay, my mode. 1, 2, 3,
Fupa.
Oh,
Monster and fupa. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Black cock.
Scary pussy and black cock. Oh no, what is this gonna be?
1, 2, 3. Snow bunny. What are you gonna say?
Interracial porn. And I didn't even say it because I knew it. I was like, no, Bailey.
No, baby. And he's not gonna say that. Okay, let me think.
Favorite Pokemon. 1, 2.
Wait.
Jigglypuff. What do you say, Jigglypuff? That's it.
It's
Name a Pokemon.
Kingdra.
That's over here. 1.
actually Kingdra's not my favorite Pokemon. Sceptile.
Name a Pokemon that's over here right now. 1, 2. Don't think about it. Look me dead in the eyes. Don't it? 1, 2, 3.
Electivire.
Damn, I like it. What the fuck?
Electabuzz.
What?
Electabuzz is next one.
Electabuzz.
You're about to find out how big of a nerd I really am. I can name probably the first 5 generation of Pokemon.
Favorite race. 1,
Favorite
2,
race?
3.
Black.
Least favorite race. 1, 2, 3.
Asian. That's what you were gonna say, right?
No,
I was saying what I thought you were gonna say.
Nick Mullen, he's got that thing where he's got the joke where he talks about like stop Asian hate. I thought that was a good one, because you can't really go against that. Because how the fuck do you make a hashtag against? Well, I for Asian hate.
Yeah, in 2020, it was a big thing on the internet that like fucking Asian people were getting fucking I don't even want to say discriminated against. Like, these people were being assaulted in like fucking like New York and shit, like the Midwest area, kind of.
Were you being physically assaulted?
Yeah.
Because
Stop Asian hate. I don't know why my people were
subjugated to this.
subjugated.
My people never had slaves except for they all did.
My people had the biggest slave empire.
Instead of going to another country and enslaving.
Yeah, the fuck, that's crazy. We didn't have to travel thousands of miles to.
Oh, that's fucked up. I'm just gonna steal people from their village down the road from mine.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Jesus Christ.
But he's like, stop Asian hate. He's like, that's fucked. He can't really come up with a hashtag against that, like,
yeah,
for Asian hate or whatever.
Oh,
and then he's like, that's really fucked up with hashtag Black Lives Matter, because like, so it was right there for the taking. Somebody saw it and they were like, well, all lives matter. And it's like, fuck, you can't, like, they in the bit, he goes the hashtag should have been hashtag don't kill black people.
And don't
somebody would be like, and somebody comes up, they're like, well, hashtag
don't kill. I was gonna say hashtag don't kill all people.
It's like you gotta. He's like, if you're gonna make it a hashtag, don't make it something that some dumb white person can be like. Well,
my mom's a big advocator for all lives matter. There's not a bit to this.
There's not a bit for this. I'm just trying to figure out a way to tell my mom that's racist. Also, anybody can help me.
She's like, nothing's more racist than people saying Black Lives Matter. Like, all lives really matter. Why are we like pointing out the one? And I was like, to be completely honest with you, Mom, no lives matter. This is not a bit. This is something I really said to my mother. Like, I really genuinely don't think any life matters. We are all on a speck of dust floating around in the middle of space. I don't think any of it matters.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, nothing really matters.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the right side of history. I'm going to say.
That's so funny.
No, and that's a good bit that Nick Mullen wrote.
I had a little bit that I saw yesterday. So I was on the way to drop Bella off her glasses right before I saw you guys yesterday. And there was the most confusing lifted truck in front of me, because they had like a what is it, like a Blue Lives Matter flag on their lifted truck, and then like
That's
a
what
fuck around.
They're like fucking Blue Lives Matter, and I'm like, I didn't.
They had a Blue Lives Matter and like a sticker on the back of their window that said "fuck around and find out" and like an equality sign, which like is like it coexists. And then they had a Biden sticker on the back of their truck. Like they had all of it. And I was like, I'm so conflicted with like what your beliefs are. I was like, you just support everything basically.
Jesus is my savior. I don't care what you say about it. And I'm like,
and Jesus was a gay black man who was also Muslim.
Yeah.
He was a gay black Jew who was also Muslim.
Gay black Jewish man with a foot fetish and probably autistic too.
Jesus Christ. Yes, that's who we're talking about.
Dude, I still think about my fucking poor cousin going crazy.
What?
My poor cousin going crazy.
Talking
about Jesus.
Oh.
Am I acting?
I thought you were doing a bit.
Poor guy. Thinks Jesus is real.
Oh, what?
He's like, you can't tell me that there was undeniable. There was.
Jesus.
He just was a real person. And I was like, it's like, well,
historically speaking, yeah.
And I was like, did you know that? I was like, the Iliad and the Odyssey are considered an historical fact, but they're fiction. But they're considered, and I was like,
they are historical fact. Like these people exist.
Yeah,
like,
but
Achilles was a real person, historically speaking. I don't think he was dipped into a fucking river.
No, yeah,
and was like,
I was like, it was like a real thing that happened that they made into this whole mythical thing. It was like,
yeah, he was just a man.
I was just smart enough to be like, hey guys, that shit sucks. Follow me, and you'll feel way better about yourself. You don't even have to wear shoes. I'll wash your feet for you.
I don't think it's one guy was smart. Oh, you're talking about Jesus. I was talking about Achilles still. I was like, I don't think one guy was just smart enough to be like, hey, this is how I'm going to kill. I think one archer, like this guy was just really good at fucking killing people. Yeah. And this one archer just happened to get one up on him and fucking put an arrow through like the worst spot. You could probably get shot by an arrow.
Probably wasn't that one arrow. The kid's one arrow that finally got him on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh shit! But we're talking about a couple episodes ago. We're talking about our favorite movies, and I always forget about it. But Troy is a great. Oh my god, such a good movie. Fuck
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's a phenomenal actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the quote from that movie I think of all the time.
Oh my god, and Orlando Bloom, he's the one who kills Brad Pitt. Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom.
Oh my god, Orlando Bloom's in that movie.
Orlando Bloom is in that movie, but he's not the one.
He's not the one who shoots the arrow?
Yeah, he's not the one who...
I forget how that movie goes.
It's,
Is he not? Are you sure?
I want to... Oh, no, you are right.
Okay.
Because his older brother is the one that goes out and fights Achilles
and dies.
Achilles is...
And that's why Orlando Bloom got his balls all in a twist, is because, Brad Pitt killed his brother.
Damn, there's a quote from that movie I used to say all the time.
And then the Odyssey. It's crazy how, like, the Odyssey really happened.
Yeah, and that... You're like, fucking... I don't know, bro. I just think that religion is crazy.
Religion is crazy. Do not take everything in the Bible as fact.
Yeah, like, because a person can't be swallowed alive by a fish, and then they fucking survive in the fish, and then they're just like, oh, I'm going to throw you the fuck up. It's not how that works. You ever killed a fish and pulled a stomach out?
No.
I mean, no, but you ever watch somebody gut a fish?
No, but, like, if you're swallowed by a whale, and they said it was a fish in the Bible.
But
like, if you ever like cut open a whale, like fish fall out of a whale. If they
that's not how the whale's stomach. I don't know. There's a whole. It's not like the anatomy wouldn't. It's not like Pinocchio. You remember Pinocchio to get eaten by the whale, and then they're just like living inside.
I don't know.
That's what they make it seem like in the Bible, but there's no way in hell. I mean, maybe if you get swallowed and regurgitated, but if I got swallowed by a whale, then I was regurgitated back into the ocean.
Yeah,
you know what I'm doing? Fucking swimming as deep as I can. Yeah, dying. Actually, matter of fact, I would have prayed for death.
This is like, I don't know, a lot of the Bible.
Scary.
Yeah. While we're about to close it out, I will say I watched a whole video a couple years ago about how fruit many times in the Bible is used to signify sex, because like sex was taboo when the Bible was written, and they used fruit to signify it, and basically saying that like it broke down the whole thing about the apple basically, and the apple in the garden was basically they're not meant to go to the tree and eat from the fruit, basically saying they're not meant to have sex. Like if they have sex, the humans will lose their immortality, which is kind of how it goes in the Bible. And she says that she listened to Satan and ate from the fruit, meaning she had sex with Satan is what it's implying in the Bible. And like it was this whole video I watched breaking down how like fruit in the Bible represents sex, and it's like a whole thing. And this isn't the only instance where fruit is put in the Bible and it's meant to represent sex, but it's like a whole thing because fruit is mentioned multiple times in the Bible, and it's meant to be a symbolic thing or whatever.
And it is that way.
Yeah. And that makes sense because in the Bible, it makes sense if fruit was meant to be sex, and Satan was tempting Eve by trying to have sex with her, because Adam's first wife in the Bible is Lilith, who Satan steals and turns into his wife in the Bible. So Satan steals his first wife, so like obviously it kind of makes sense that he would try and have sex with Adam.
Lilith was a bad bitch.
So it makes sense that in the Bible he would try and have sex with Adam's second wife, Eve. And so like he tempts her with the fruit or whatever, and it's like a whole thing. And like
the book of Enoch, right?
The book of Enoch?
Yeah.
I think so.
Enoch is only mentioned one time in the actual Bible, in like the canon version of the Bible.
The canon.
Yeah. But the
you have a favorite Bible verse?
No, but my favorite book is Revelations.
Your favorite book is Revelation? It's a good one.
It's because it's like where the coolest shit happens.
Yeah, it is where
it's almost like prophetic and apocalyptic. It's almost kind of like
the climax of the Bible.
Yeah. It's also when like to the end of the conclusion of the whole thing. And
yeah,
I thought that the I don't know, that aspect of like having the religion mysticized in some way always made it more interesting for me.
Yeah,
because it's if the world is the way that they say it is and shit, and most Christian beliefs, it's like so bland, wouldn't it? It's just like such a, like, why wouldn't you want to believe that there's like giants and angels, and like why wouldn't you add a hint of that cool little mythological bullshit? I mean, it's in another couple of 100 years it's going to be regarded as myth anyway. 1,000 or whatever the fuck, if we even live that long.
However long it takes.
Like by another millennia or two, it's going to be considered a myth. And why the fuck not add some cool shit in there?
Yeah,
I mean, the Book of Enoch talks about the Watchers, like all the different types of angels. Yeah, it describes in detail all this shit.
Yeah,
and where the giants came from, what was going on Earth while it was being created, while it was first being created, and I mean, it's cool. Like, that goes into Gnosticism and shit, which Gnosticism was like a sect of early Christianity that probably quit being practiced completely, or at least the way it was, like 500-600 years ago. So
right.
It's, it's almost null and void now, but it's really interesting to get into when you go to, it's sort of like more of a mystical. It's almost like the Kabbalah for Christianity.
Yeah.
Kabbalah is like the mystic book and shit of whatever the fuck, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I love about religion and especially when you're looking into like Christian evangelists or about Christian fundamentalism and shit like that, which is like where like the mega churches and stuff.
Yeah.
And organizations that are like based in the Christian fundamentalism is kind of how we were talking about earlier, how Hobby Lobby was owned by like.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's how that stuff started, and that's how like a lot of those churches are funded, and anyway, it goes real deep. I mean, you talk about fucking conspiracies and shit. That's the only one that I can think that actually first like that I believe in that affects me in some way. Like, it gets me.
Let's just say I do have a favorite verse from the Bible. You got really deep into that, and I was like trying to fucking. So what I was trying to think what I was trying to say.
Yeah, he's passionate about this.
Yes, he's passionate. This is something he's very passionate about. No, I do have a favorite verse from the Bible though. Proverbs 3:15. she is more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire will ever compare to her.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite verse from the Bible. For two reasons, it's like kind of sentimental to me because it's talking about wisdom. It's not like talking about a person. But then also like I'm kind of like sappy and shit, and I think that it's like a very romantic like piece of the
part of the Bible. He's supposed to be describing. It's read as if he's describing the this woman that he's in love with, but the woman that he's in love with, in each way he's describing it is all a metaphor for his love for faith in Christ. And I can't remember the girl's name.
Yeah,
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the whole thing to it, basically. Yeah, that's my favorite line from the Bible, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's good.
Fucking. I did have one more bit that I kind of wanted to talk about that I was talking to my brother about today, but I don't know if we have time. We're already at 1:06. I think. Should I pop out one more bit real quick? All right, I'll pop out one more. So me and my brother were talking about it today, and it kind of got me thinking about it because you were talking about the Book of Revelations and shit, and how like no one's gonna remember this shit in 100 years. And today my brother was talking to me about how like we're all just gonna be like part AI in the future anyway. Like we're all gonna be part robot. Like us and technology are gonna be so integrated. Because we were talking about the Apple Vision Pro and how it's like fucking holograms are around you. Basically, it's like the whole thing. It's altered reality. A lot of people keep comparing it to like VR headsets, and it's not like VR. It's AR. And there's like a huge difference because VR puts you in like a digital world. Basically, AR is like kind of bringing the digital world to us, and like it's around us in our environment. And it's funny because I've been seeing so much shit about it and like just so much different fucking reviews and all sorts of shit. And it's so funny to me because like people are shitting on it and saying, yeah, but it can't even play these games or it can't do this that this VR headset can do. And it's like fucking 10 times the price or whatever and all this different shit. And it's like so funny because it's like literally I'm a big believer that like everything Apple is like really meant for like work and school. Like Apple doesn't make good gaming products. Like that's not what they're out here trying to do really.
Yeah.
And so like to compare like a Mac to a gaming computer is insane. And like to try and compare what Apple is trying to do with an AR headset and compare it to like a VR headset, which is meant for gaming, is like it's not the same thing. But it's crazy because like I was talking to my brother today about it and got really into it. And I was like, I think it's so cool what they're doing with like the whole AR thing, but I'm also like at the same time, who the fuck did you make this for? Because like I said, I'm a big advocator that like Mac product or Apple products are like, yeah, they're for the working person or they're for like the school person. And it's like, who the fuck needs an AR headset for work? Because you can literally pull up a computer on the thing and like you're typing and like you're like Tony Stark with like your fucking holograms and shit. But who the fuck's trying to do that at work? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why the fuck are you on your phone at work?
Yeah, like, it's just great. Like, I don't understand who they invented this for, really. And
I did see some videos, like, I guess it might have been concept videos or whatever, I don't know, but a dude going to, like, he's, like, walks in his bathroom and he goes to use the bathroom, so he sits on the toilet.
Yeah.
He turns around and is like, boop, boop, and his, his phone and stuff, like, pops up in front of him and stuff, and he's kind of just like,
yeah, that's basically how it is. It's
an awesome concept.
I compared it to Tony Stark. I compared it to Tony Stark's holograms from the Marvel movies. And Devin's like, that's crazy. That's exactly what it's like. Like when you're wearing that shit, it's literally like having. Also, I've seen so many people have been comparing it to like
glasses, like you talking about the big things that cover most of the.
Yeah, the Vision Pro. Yeah.
And there's the one video where dude's just at a store and he's paying for his stuff.
Yeah.
And he's he sees everything. Dude, it pops up that it does. She gets charged, all this and that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really cool. But why the fuck do we need? I'm convinced. So we're almost going to be cyberpunky.
That's why I was about to go with this. Is me and Devin were talking about it and talking about the future, and I was like, yeah, and this is the first model. You know, Apple's eventually trying to make it to where like, yeah, these are goggles now, but they're eventually going to be glasses, and then maybe even contacts that you just put in your face. And
then get just eyeballs.
And maybe just eyeballs. And Devin's like, yeah, that's what Elon Musk is trying to do. He's trying to put a fucking chip in his head where he's going to get all of his holograms and shit. And like, he's just going to have a chip in his head that does all of that for him. And like, I was talking to Devin about it today. And I was like, yeah, that's fucking cool and all. Oh, so where I was kind of going with this is also I was watching Trevor Wallace's podcast or whatever, and he was talking about how he tried it out, and he was like, it's crazy because it's like a desktop. You can have multiple tabs open at once, but there's so many cameras around this fucking thing that like it's so good at like picking up its surroundings and knowing where shit is in its surroundings. So you can have one tab here. Like he said he had his photos right here and fucking porn put up right. This is what Trevor Wallace is saying on his podcast. He's like, I had a porn window open right here in my living room and I had pictures right here. And then like an hour later, I'm downstairs chilling in my basement and he's like, oh shit, I need my photos. And like he had to go, he said that like wherever you leave a window, it's going to remember because it has all these cameras and it's so good at like spatial recognition. So it's going to go back to you. It's going to remember that your photos are in the living room basically.
Fuck around and I'm out of town.
And you leave your porn up in a motel on your vision.
I can't get my Safari. I got to go back to fucking.
I don't know how that works.
Go back to Boulder to
I don't know how that
photos. Are you telling me? I can't. I just wanted to delete that for a little while to save space.
I just wanted to delete that for a little while to save space.
Like I had my Facebook open.
I can't ever open up Facebook again?
I gotta make a new Facebook account?
I don't know how all that goes down, but like, yeah, it is so good at like recognizing where everything is that he had to like go back upstairs and grab his photos window in order to like do shit. And it's just like, it's kind of crazy how like advanced. And a lot of people are comparing it to like these VR headsets and shit. And like, it's so funny to me that people are comparing it to like these $400 or $500 VR headsets when like I've seen so many videos comparing it. And like when you pull up a computer on the Apple Pro or whatever, like it is so fucking accurate when you're sitting there typing. And if you look at these other fucking keyboards that are on like the VR headset, it's like, oh, that's the wrong button. And it's like, they're not accurate whatsoever. They're nowhere near as... Yeah, no, it's literally like the Apple one is literally like this. Like it's that accurate. You don't even, they said it's like having an actual keyboard in front of you and you don't even actually need to look at it because it's that accurate. But like, I think I would get confused because I can't actually feel anything. So I would lose track of where my fingers are and I wouldn't know it.
I would have no clue.
Yeah.
I think that's something you just have to get used to though.
Yeah. I'm sure you could probably get used to it and then you're like, boom, I'm not even looking at it. It's like, I just have a keyboard in front of me. Like, it's crazy to me that, like, they put so many cameras on this thing that it's literally that accurate where you don't even have to look at the keyboard. The hologram keyboard that's in front of you.
Yeah.
I was also telling Devin, I know I'm trying to close it out. We're at 1 hour and 12 now. But I was also telling Devin today that there was a guy on a TED Talk recently. He's one of the original 6 names that's on the patent for the original iPhone. So he's one of the original people that helped Steve Jobs create the iPhone. And he said he left Apple after Steve Jobs died because he didn't like the direction Apple was going in or whatever. And he was like, basically, he's in this TED Talk shitting on Apple and how they're trying to do the Vision Pro. And he's basically like, they're trying to do holograms on these glasses and everything, but like nobody else can see these holograms around you. And he was like, this is the direction Apple should be going. And he basically pulls out this pin that you would like put on your shirt. And then he holds out his hand and it projects to his hand. And he basically has a phone on his hand that he's like fucking using. And it's fucking, he's like, this is how we're going to get real holograms basically. And like everybody else can see this. It's not just something that I put on my face and only I can see. And I was like, that's
kick ass.
Yeah. I was like, that's
kick ass.
Yeah. I was like, that's crazy. If he patents that and like actually turns that into something, like we could all in like 5-10 years, we could all have like real fucking holograms like Tony Stark.
That would be fucking amazing.
Like imagine we have holograms that not something that we both put on our face and then we can see the holograms, like something that like you can like
on my phone. I'm on my phone.
Yeah, just on my hand right here. Like I have a hologram on my fucking hand. Like, isn't that crazy? Anyway, this has been the Riff Ranch podcast. Sorry we nerded out there at the beginning a little bit and here at the end.
I'm honestly shook. I gotta look.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
Get it right, all of us.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to the Riff Ranch podcast. This has been Kyle. Go check us out on Patreon. Check us out on Instagram. Hopefully here soon, YouTube. I'm taking a vacation at the end of the month, and hopefully we will have YouTube set up when I take that vacation. All right. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Jade.